And we are live. Yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a fantastic day because we got some fantastic matches coming up this quarterfinals. We are going to start off with a loser bracket game, Netherlands versus Thailand. I am Davi, joined here by my buddy Paturaj. How is it going?
Indeed, Bajaj, I am. You better remember that pronunciation. That he nailed it perfectly. But yeah, I'm really hyped to see how these quarterfinals are gonna unravel.
Yeah, a lot of exciting games this time around. Definitely recommend you guys to check out some of them. They're going to be a treat to watch, I assure you. Got matches such as Argentina versus France at 18 UTC later today, and Hong Kong versus Mexico at 2 a.m. UTC tomorrow. That is.
Yeah, don't
And
forget about Brazil versus United Kingdom, which is going to be at 15 UTCs. Like, this is the next match. But this one is it's fun as well.
The match I look forward to most this quarterfinals is definitely going to be Japan versus South Korea. That's just going to be a marvelous game, I think. We should see some just absolutely insane scores from both sides. But enough talk about just the upcoming matches. I think you guys should know what to look out for. We should talk a bit about this match now. So you got, as I said before, Thailand versus Netherlands. Right now we're just waiting for the lobby to set up, but I think we can talk a bit about the players and expectations of this match. What do you think to that?
Yeah, of course. So both teams were sent to losers brackets. The Netherlands has been sent to losers brackets by South Korea, and Thailand has been sent to losers bracket by Japan. So yeah, some powerhouses, and yeah, I wonder how well they're gonna do in losers bracket. I think Thailand has kind of the upper hand, but Netherlands is not like free of surprises.
I think the Netherlands' biggest struggle this time around will be like the higher end kind of thing. Like that's a higher risk in pretty much every map this time around. So we'll likely see a lot of misses, probably from both sides. But I don't expect Finland to miss a lot, and misses do hurt a lot. Like we got Too Fast for You for Netherlands. He will likely be starting out as the LN player. He's pretty good at it. I think he's Dan 10 under Joy, and his LN accuracy is pretty good, and it carries over to Rice. And then we got Knight Narumi, who is pretty much the star of the show. He's the, I guess, the spine of Netherlands. And probably the most well-rounded, I think. Like he does very good scores, as we saw in group stages, but that was when the pool was easier, so I'm kind of uncertain how well he'll perform on this pool.
Yeah, it's worth noting that the earlier stages were much easier and therefore much reliant on accuracy. This time around, quarterfinals has gotten quite a bit harder. And I think there's been a considerable step up compared to round of 16. So we might see some 98% scores. Like last week, I think the majority of the scores were downright 99%.
Yeah, that was a lot of pretty good scores being done from every team. I think no one was slacking. like on pretty much any map. I do think that I saw a couple of players struggling a bit getting good accuracy on like Yura last pool, which was kind of a tricky map to like get good accuracy on, I think.
And accuracy is a demon.
The accuracy is the name of the game in the end. Thailand has like a lot of really scary players. We got Mysterion, a pretty well-known long note player. He does very, very insane scores on every single long note map you can find. Like, and his ratio on them too is pretty inhuman.
Yeah.
It's almost at Shiwi's level, I'd say. Not quite there.
What placement did they get in the LM tournament? I don't remember. I think it was
He
the
got
top.
second place.
Yeah.
He unfortunately got, but he was pretty close on getting a few points off of Shui. Unfortunately, I think that there was a bit too many misses from him that in the end spelled defeat for him. But yeah, otherwise he is extremely good. One of the best long note players out there. And everyone else is no slouch at that either. We got How to Play LN and Yarla Hotep, who has been starting out on most long note maps. And I know I'm kind of blabbering a lot about long notes right now, I'm sorry. But like Neverlands also has Bakuretsu, which I think will be starting out a lot because his Rise game on the more later stages is pretty good. I think he'll be able to FC most of the maps here. Tyronix also pretty good at that. And Fumi is, for Thailand is also very good at Rise. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a lobby up yet. What's going on? Looks like we're getting a bit of referee problems or something. I'm just looking. Okay, so match has just been created, I think.
Yeah, I can see the match pop up. Well, match notification. So I think we're on a good way. The match is definitely happening. It's definitely happening. Don't you worry. Just sit on your chair, relax, chill. But yeah, you're absolutely right to talk a lot about LN because there are a lot of major LN players. I think the main difference is going to be around Rise and maybe SVs. Do you know anything about those teams' SV skills? I think Netherlands has kind of the upper hand on that.
Yeah, I think that some of the players are pretty good at that. I think Bakuretsu is pretty good at SV and ready perfectly to Night Narumi, also SV player. The rest of them are not like very comfortable on the SVs, so you'll likely see them start out on SV maps. I don't particularly remember Thailand's SV scores against Japan, but I do think they actually won a point against Japan. Looks like we're going to be headed into the lobby now.
Yeah.
I think. So,
Well,
I guess we'll be
keeping
starting
us
out.
started. Yeah, everyone's here. The gang's here.
Yay. Yay. Time for a game to happen. First game of the weekend, remember.
Opening up the quarterfinal. And there are going to be... how many matches are there going to be in this quarterfinal?
They both may be in loser brackets, but they're certainly not the loser in my heart.
Absolutely. They did well to get out of group stage. Actually, outstanding performances by their teams. There are going to be 8 matches in this quarterfinals. 4 winners bracket matches. and 4 losers bracket matches.
Yeah.
Right now we are gonna look into the warm-ups. I don't know which team is starting for the warm-ups, but I think it's gonna be Netherlands.
I don't know either, but usually the telltale sign is if their map. Oh yeah, this is definitely Netherlands. You can recognize because of the mapper name. Then he has been mapping a lot of like warm-ups for Netherlands. Kind of their house mapper, kind of.
Oh yeah, shoutouts to Danny. Can hear in the chat as well.
Yeah, shoutouts. Let's see what this map is all about. He's been talking to me about that he has been like mapping one map a day for I think 4 or 5 days in a row. So he's pretty quick at it. He's been doing it for a while too, like 8 years, I think.
1 map a day. Like 1 map a day sounds pretty daunting. Pretty. Yeah, I think for a layman, like 1 map a day sounds like a lot of work. But I think the more you get used to it, the more practice you have, I think the more optimizations to your workload you can get.
That's true for some, but for people like mappers like me, that's the opposite. I used, when I did my first map, which was a 76 minutes long map, it took me like a couple of sittings, and now it takes me several sittings to finish just one map because the amount of detail and just thought I put into a lot of the maps.
That's absolutely true as well. I think the more you learn about mapping, the more detail you want to put into your mapping, because your first maps are going to be most likely basic, but the more concepts you glean upon, and the more concepts you're gonna want to use in your map, and to fit that into only 4 keys. Have you mapped any 7 key?
I've done a bit of 7 key. I think I made a pretty chill map called of a Go-Go Penguin song called Fort.
Oh, Go-Go Penguin is such a cool band.
Yeah, it is. It's really just chill. I like them a lot. Jazzy feel to it, and the drum sound is pretty top notch.
Absolutely. I think if you really like jazz fusion, you should definitely check them out. Go-Go Penguin.
Yeah, Go-Go Penguin. If anyone wants me to type that out, or get someone else to do that. Yeah, that was, I think, not my first 7K map, but probably the one that was best for me. I did not map a lot of 7K as of late though, because I suddenly became unable to read 7K, and now we're starting off with the warm-ups, I think. So yeah,
Yeah,
let's see what this map is.
Yeah, let's see what Danny has concocted us.
Cooked us, I think. Yeah.
Frozen NWC food.
Oh, Rule Blazing already finding his first unit.
No, it's a Cypher after all. There's kind of a bias, probably.
Oh,
it's
wow.
It's always that way in warm-ups anyway.
Yeah.
I think a fair amount of... Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. What was you gonna say?
I think a lot of teams in the past stages have very much love to put some memes into warm-ups, but there's also some serious mapping going on.
It's a common thing, like for a lot of tournaments, but you also got a fair bit of teams that put up like serious warm-ups. But I think a common denominator is that they're mostly mapped customly just for MWC or even any other tournament. In fact, that was how I got into mapping in the first place. I started in mapping because I was playing in this tournament and I wanted to just do a few warm-ups for myself.
Yeah, me too actually. I think I started mapping warm-ups or NDS2 as well.
You kinda had the same start as me because that was in NBS1 that started out.
Yeah, we're definitely brothers on that side of things. And you can see.
Oh my god, this trill! What the?
Oh yeah, those trails are evil. And right now you can see the difference in perhaps speed that Narumi has compared to the rest of the roster. So maybe Narumi is not going to be in play for high speed.
Yeah, he'd likely start out on a fair bit of long note maps. I think he might be comfortable on some of them. Oh, we got Dolphin Talk.
This is a mashup. I think it's a mashup.
Yeah, I just noticed.
Mashup. That's interesting. That's Thailand's warm-up, mapped by How to Play It Out.
I have not seen Knife Party mapped in a while. I think I saw one SV map of Bonfire. That's it. But I think I see them a bit more in as a standard rather than mania. I think it might just be a case of them being too slow. One thing I was thinking about is that a lot of players have absolutely transcended just music in general. Like they're gotten so fast that no amount of music can match that speed, and therefore you have to play with a lot of rates.
Yeah, rates are absolutely key in improving your skill as well. I think so.
Yeah, definitely. I see like players like Monheim constantly post his scores of rates. Like he seems to play rates a lot more than just regular maps, which is, fair because he's really speedy.
Yeah, absolutely. Monheim has been building their speed to a tremendous amount. And right now we see a matchup that seems to have been concocted by Kunmos, who manifested themselves in the chat. And we're going to see how that sounds like, because I'm very intrigued by this combination of songs.
Yeah, it's certainly something I would never expect combined. But, well, someone combined it, so go nuts.
Go nuts, indeed. Speaking of raids, we do have raids in the map itself. So
yeah. Oh, to Phosphor, you're finding the first miss, and it's not particularly. I can't actually hear this music all as well. I wonder if I should turn up the volume here. Okay, this is kind of sounding.
Yeah, it's just kind of a mess, but it kind of works at the same time.
Yeah, mashups are like that. That sounds like some kind of. And we actually got a mashup in the pool as well. Infinite mashups.
The triple Q mashup. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's
suddenly the meme map pool.
Oh, these. releases are tied. And yeah, this is how to play LM to map this. So obviously balance, warm up. Like, as I said, you can't tell a lot. You can just see the mapper name and then
Oh my god, this mashup transition. That's
dirty. You can just unplug this keyboard. I wonder if a meteor just strike the stone.
Perhaps a bonfire.
Okay, that's not. I don't know what to think about this song.
Yeah, the mashup is. I think a two-song mashup is already something, but a three-way mashup tends to get pretty overwhelming.
Yeah. Okay, so Jimmy woke up again from his brief nap mid-match. Like sometimes you just wanna nap mid-match, you know, you wanna regain that energy.
I mean, you use your warm-ups for whatever you want. Warm-ups don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just a nice way to chill before the match.
This section is so lightly layered, and it's just all based on one column. What?
Yeah, you can see that 4 anchor just resonating.
Yeah. This is. I should try this map myself. I'm a bit concerned about the mapping here and how it switches layering like this.
I mean, the mashup itself switches quote-unquote focusing. I was gonna say layering, but yeah, it switches focus between one or the other song, like just very abruptly, and I think maybe the mapping is made to match that, but I'm not sure.
Well, it could be the case. The focus is certainly pretty weird. It's just all over the place in both the song and the map, kind of. So I guess it makes sense. I think we're going to go to the rolls. Time to get it rolling.
Yeah. Get the ball rolling. The first rolls of the quarterfinals. How many are we going to get in? Wow, these are high rolls.
93.
I think that's 87 versus 93. That's astounding.
Right, we got some. We should talk a bit about. Didn't have chance to talk about it, but I was going to talk a bit about what they were going to ban. But it looks like who was it? Neverland? No.
No, it's Thailand who banned Kim.
I think that was one of the picks I did not play all the way through. Yesterday when I went through like all the maps.
Yeah, I think it is very court jacky, but it's the fast kind of court jack, so the faster it gets, the easier it is to miss in a court jack. And you know, well, some people know how painful it is to miss in the middle of court jack. It's just very painful. And maybe Thailand couldn't handle that amount of speed in a court jack deck.
I mean, I think that it would be a good pick against Neverland regardless, because as far as the short jack goes, I think they have the upper hand. It might just be that they're not really comfortable on the map itself, that they're choosing to ban it, and not because Neverlands has a obvious upper hand on it.
Yeah, I think Thailand has the upper hand on Rise, so yeah, maybe that was a random ban, or a ban that they were not fluent with, as you said, and they're gonna dive into Vertex, and I think that's not a surprising pick for Netherlands. I think they're betting it on the SVs.
Yeah, they want to go for the very high risk, high reward kind of maps. Then again, a lot of the pool is pretty just overall high risk. I'm kind of surprised that Thailand didn't ban Vertex because I saw a lot of players struggling on this. I also struggled on this because it seems like you need to have some kind of special scroll speed for this map in particular, because it both has really slow jams and really fast jams.
Yeah, I think it goes beyond your regular scroll speed. So many, if not all players, will lower their scroll speed if they remember to. Because you're gonna remember to lower your scroll speed for that.
Yeah.
Interesting strategy.
Like, I guess you could just have that one setting enabled where you can change scroll speed in accordance to the map, but no one really wants to do that.
Yeah, I don't think that works really well. Some people do have like a cap or a hat just so they can kind of put some dynamic lane cover that they can control with their head. But I don't know how well that works.
I don't know either, but this is SV, so I don't like when I play SV. I usually have the mentality that scroll speed shouldn't matter, because you're basically reading an entirely different way than what you're used to. So just changing scroll speeds is not really the best, and in the end it's all about memorization. Like, of course you can sight read a lot of SV, but a couple of times it will be fairly tricky to act them properly, which is a big thing with SV. It tests your musical, like rhythmical ear rather than just purely visual. So yeah, we're going into the match. Thailand with a pretty early upper hand on the accuracy. Reddy perfectly already finding himself a miss in a not particularly hard spot. Not very good for them.
Yeah, the early misses are less worse than the middle misses, though, because Ready Perfectly can still catch up on the combo side. Just has a 200 combo deficit, and 400 is the magic number.
Yep, 400 is what they were looking for. Okay, we got slow jam. No one is struggling on that. No one struggled on the transition either.
I think those students have done their homework.
Yeah, they did do their homework. Yeah, otherwise, it wouldn't, pick it. But you don't. Like, this map is pretty simple. Like, in terms of just layering. And
oh no! How to play then? What is happening?
Oh no! Oh, he's doing a lot of early hits there.
Oh my god! I think How to Play Link got startled by some of the slow jams, the intermittent slow jams, maybe. But that's a huge dip, actually, 96%. Just trying to catch up now.
Netherlands actually can catch up. It's very interesting, actually.
Yeah. However, Mysterio and Rude Blazing are absolutely doing fantastic on this map.
Yeah, Mysterio score 99.8. That is pretty good, I gotta say. I do wonder if he'll drop accuracy on the speed up. It doesn't look like it, but yeah, it just goes faster and faster.
Yeah, the last part is the fastest part, and it goes beyond your regular scroll speed. But Netherlands is gonna take it. How to Play and then take that much, because Mysterion and Rude Blazing's runs are pretty outstanding, I must say. But How to Play and then must kind of feel bad about giving that point to Netherlands, because yeah.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for him. So yeah, definitely they want to put their picks into some of the more riskier things. They likely won't pick LN against Thailand. They seem to have gone with Align though.
Yeah,
So,
Lane's pretty techy, if I remember correctly.
yeah, that's really tech heavy. I think it's like a Rise mix, I think. Just going to check the notes real quick for I remember playing it.
Yeah, I
And
remember
it has
playing
a
it.
lot of like short elements too, which you gotta watch out for. It's like their hybrid. It's a hybrid that leans on the technical side, as you said, it's pretty techy. Also, this is French, so you'll. Do you recognize what it's saying?
Yeah, I think so, but commentating at the same time is kind of difficult. But I think I got the gist of what you were saying while playing the map, but I don't actually remember it enough to restitute it.
Well, you can. Yeah.
Also, yeah, change your scroll speed from vertex. You really do not want to forget to change your scroll speed back from playing vertex, because you don't want to have a scroll speed 18 instead of 29 for that.
Yeah, that big of a discrepancy will pretty much spell doom if they forgot, because I don't think there's a lot of players that are able to adjust to different scroll speeds. Okay, we're just starting because of lowering the effect setting.
Yeah. And if you forget to change your scroll speed, you're not really allowed to restart the match. It's just part of the tournament. And basically that can be a strategy to kind of go against some airheaded teams, so to speak. But right now, let's get back into the match.
Right now looks like I don't think I saw. Yeah, everyone is holding an FC so far. There's a lot of like Rise dumps here, and you have Jacks and everything. I think this is a really neat map.
Yeah, it's pretty neat map and a pretty safe pick for Thailand, as we can see by the lead. But it's not that safe because Netherlands is not doing bad either.
Yeah, like Fumi is struggling a bit in the accuracy department compared to players like Niala, Hotep, and how to play LN. But yeah, as I was saying, Baccarat would probably start out a lot on these maps because he's pretty speedy, unlike Narumi, who is mostly like an early game player or longer player, I guess. The score difference is still pretty large because the other Hotep and how to play LN is holding pretty good accuracy. It's 99.7. Oh no!
Oh,
both too fast for you.
That. Yeah.
And how to play LN. Both missed at the same time.
Misses. Yeah, they're trading misses.
Yeah, so it cancels out.
Yeah, that's not going to change the outcome, the current outcome of it. And Tyronics! And too fast for you again!
No, too fast for you, finding another miss. And not looking particularly good right now. Tyronics, it seems like he's really struggling on this.
Yeah, I was going to mention that Fumi has higher accuracy than all of Netherlands players, so it's not really looking really good. Especially with those misses by the Netherlands. So, as I said, pretty safe pick for Thailand so far.
Yeah, they'll also likely go with a lot of long note picks because we saw that they were capable of defeating Japan, I think, with the long notes. which is pretty impressive. Probably one of the better just long note based team. Okay, and then we got the screams with the dumps. Very interesting.
Oh yeah, I love this section.
Yeah. Igor is just crazy. Alright. I think that is probably nothing is going to change the outcome. And that's a pretty commanding lead, I gotta say. By 7,006.
Yeah, it's a substantial amount of blue that you can see on the screen, and Nyarlathotep with a full combo, and Fumi as well. Fumi with quite a bit more 200s, but yeah, Nyarlathotep a pretty clean run, only 5 200s.
Yeah, that is pretty good, I gotta say, on a map like this, nonetheless. But yeah, as we were talking about, misses are going to be a lot more pronounced. And we also saw Baccarat's, unfortunately, just choking a bit on the inverses. I didn't point it out as it was happening, but that also meant that their scores were overall pretty low. I think now they're going with another SV pick that, I don't know, this is quite different from Vertex.
Yeah.
Yes, and that
Vertex was more of the reading, like absolute reading SV kind, and Anticrystal has quite a bit of memory-based SV sections.
Yeah, so basically this map has very weird releases, which I think might put land on the favorites. However, it depends on how comfortable they are on this SV pick in particular. It's fairly unique, and it's like a bit of questionable elements here and there. I was going to...
Yeah, you gotta wonder if any of the teams are gonna trip on the SV themselves or the map itself.
Like, this map is not particularly hard to remember, but I think it will be very difficult to accuracy. A lot of broken streams and 1-8 bursts. And some of the SV, I think, I'm not certain about this, I'm not an SV expert at all, where it was not normalized. Like the LMs was not normalized, so it looked like it had a completely different release timing than what it actually does, which contributes to the difficulty of Activist.
Yeah, I've heard about this map ongoing many revisions. So many SVs were removed, and perhaps some of the map was revised to kind of fix some issues, but maybe there are still some left. But it's still arguable, and I guess it is what it is. It is in the tournament, so we're gonna see how all of those players are gonna perform on it. In the end, what matters is the ability to hit notes.
Yes, hit the notes to the beat. You see note and you hit note. It's that simple. Alright, we're going into the match. I think. Rule Blazing being on the start menu. Huh?
Client doing client things, of course.
Yeah. Bit of a slow, chill section to start us out with. Wait, no, that was just a client bug. Baccarat did not, in fact, miss, and that was just the client tricking you.
Yeah,
So yeah, don't believe the client's lies. In fact, Rule Blazing is having a 100% accuracy right now. That 1/300 does not count. That's a joke.
Narumi will hold the torch up to 100% so far.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think Narumi is most comfortable on lower star accuracy.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if Narumi is not like bothered much by SVs, they can be valuable assets in SVs. Because SVs
no,
are.
no.
Oh no! What have I done?
Back Red
That makes
Suit,
sense
dude,
well.
finding himself another miss. There looks like the entire Netherlands team is not holding up well on this map. Pretty much everyone has found himself a miss right now, and this is
already
not
perfectly completing the miss hell. And Shylon's still on a triple SD.
That was just an explosion of misses from every player. It's not looking good at all because this map is really short too. So the note count really adds up to your overall score. And yeah, as we see there, a couple of those releases look a bit smaller, but they're actually a lot longer than that little 0 BPM manipulation.
Yeah, that's what we mean by maybe normalizing some of the speed. And that cue is so difficult to get. And it seems that all players from both teams just seem to get it.
Doesn't seem like they're struggling a lot on this part in particular, which I found to be the hardest part, mostly because of the long modes. But yeah, Rule Blazing is having himself a 99.65. Meanwhile, the rest of Phalanx team has below 99%. What a performance!
Rule Blazing solidifying themselves as the true MVP of SVs for this match. Just no contest.
Absolutely none. He's really good at the SVs. I also should have commented about Knight and Ruby's score. Even though he did get 2 misses at the start, he slowly climbed himself back to almost 99%, which is actually better than some of the players on Phalanx side. Unfortunately, the rest of the team did find misses, which really tanked their overall score, unfortunately.
Yeah, Narumi, looking at Narumi's ratio, it's almost tied to Rule Blazing's, so that's pretty impressive. Well, there's still some 200s though, but if Narumi didn't get those misses, if I didn't curse Narumi, maybe Narumi would indeed be an MVP for the Netherlands, definitely.
I think he already was, because that accuracy is very good on such a map. Gotta say. It's a bit of an unfortunate miss, I suppose. So I think it is Thailand's pick. I think they'll likely go for something they're pretty comfortable on, which might be Bolt and Talk, honestly.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go for mostly Rise, but
looks
they
like
also had the upper hand,
Collaborate, which is one of the long note heavier hybrid maps. It's another mint map. This remember playing it a while back when the mint was like close to that it was done. I played it quickly and I got the FC, but my accuracy was not good at all. I had 950,000 score despite having an NFC. So likely I do think that it's quite tricky to act. It's just that I'm bad at the game. But I do think that it's probably the trickier long map. this is not the long note map, I should clarify. It's a technical that is heavily leaning on the long notes.
Yeah, it's labeled as hybrid, and since it's hybrid, it has elements, of course, but a lot of bursts as well, and many bursts which are heavily chokeable.
Yeah, a lot of the emphasis of this map comes from most of the dumps and LM dumps that occurs. That both means that it's pretty long notes, but also has a bit of bright elements to it. But otherwise, the long note elements are certainly much more pronounced, I think, from what I remember at least.
And yeah, I played it earlier, and I do agree with you.
That it's hard to hack.
That it's pretty heavily LN based, as with many mid charts actually.
It's another Camellia song that's not a tiebreaker, weirdly enough. I mean, sometimes we get pools that has like a free Camellia.
Have you ever heard of Camellia before? Oh no, Tyronics!
Oh, Tyronics finding himself on the very early mids.
It's an early mid, but it's past the 400 combos, so it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Really bad. So yeah, this is fairly just switches a lot towards more inverse based, like you saw just that, but then there's a lot of more emphasis on the rise notes. It kind of switches in between. However, the rise isn't very tricky and pronounced as the elements. How to play LM is showing us just how to play LM. Look at this, 99.76.
Absolutely. We gotta look out for those, for some of those LNs though, because they aren't exactly connected, some of them. So maybe some players are gonna go no to pilot and drop some accuracy on them. But we don't see much of it. And Tyronics is really having trouble on this map.
Yeah. It is.
No,
too fast for you too. Yeah, as we were talking about earlier, I think the biggest risk of this match with Netherlands is to just misses, because the pools are pretty hard, and they're only going to get harder.
And Jimmy returns actually missed and did not catch that, and Tyronics with another miss, actually. Yeah, Thailand do not seem to be bothered by the 1-6 burst at all, I don't think. Have been amazing run for that.
They're just walking along. Doesn't seem like a big of an issue for them.
Yeah, gonna give some props to Bekuretsu though. Still an FC to try and carry Netherlands.
I'm kind of surprised he does this well on such a map, because his reputation is mostly high-end Rise stuff. I think he was a Gamma level player, so yeah. Pretty impressive score from Bekuretsu, and Too Fast for You has also really good accuracy, but unfortunately the one miss really tanked the score. Meanwhile, on Violence side, we got pretty like a really good ratio score from How to Play LN with just 4 200s. This is
992k. 992k is really impressive on this type of map. Bekuretsu has the worst ratio of all of the players, but still the best score of Netherlands, which kind of speaks for maybe Bekuretsu's Rise bias, as you said.
Yep. I think it's Netherlands term. Again, probably not something that's pure LN like Pi or Dolphin Talk. They might go for one of the remaining Rise effects, such as either Phase Breaker or C204, but there are no similarities of that either, and I think they likely want to go more hybrid-based. We got the Kill the Main, which is the pure mixed hybrid, and we also got Bubble Control, another very Rise, and yeah, the Phase Breaker. Probably the best song of this map.
Interesting taste. Interesting taste indeed. And Phase Breaker is, I believe it's the light jump string pick, so maybe they picked the easiest map that remained. The one that they were most comfortable with, because Netherlands doesn't have much leeway in this match anymore, now that the SPs are gone.
Wait, oh yeah, this was to me because this was pretty good on these kind of maps. So what's this on raids? I'm going to check actually.
Yeah, I was almost sure that it was on raids, but it's not actually. It's just 1.0.
It's 238. It was up at the BPM confused me. It says 261. That's on rate. What was it? Rate 1.1. So yeah, just ban shooting. Whatever the thing is.
Yeah, it's kind of an issue with map sets with different rates and different song lengths and different BPMs.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I had April sent me like this pretty long essay, kind of, not really an essay, but a detailed description of every single mapping position she did on this.
Oh, kind of like eating.
So we got a lot of downward and stream direction patterns to extend this really downward melody of the, or riff I should say, of the guitar.
Actually, using kind of tight. That's the fact that having Titans in Tyrone is kind of having a deficit compared to the rest of the players. That's really doing absolutely outstandingly for Netherlands. But Thailand as a team is just downward better, just averaging 99.8. Jigger does kind of drop a little bit though.
Yeah, the fact that is pretty good on this, gotta say. This is why it's the second best score of this lobby. Oh my god, that was a curse and a half.
Oh no. What have you done?
I'm sorry to pass through you, I didn't mean to. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty unfortunate because Thailand has already a very big lead and it does not look like they're getting any worse.
Yeah, Umi and Mixerion still around the 99.8% accuracy, and I don't think that's going to change. That's terrifying.
Yeah, not much else to say about it, but both teams are doing very well.
Yeah, regardless of the miss from Tutatsuru, I think Tutatsuru is trying to recover. And Shibiri almost has better accuracy than
both Ironic and Jimmy.
I think
both finding a miss.
A counter curse. Ironic's also missing, so that kind of cancels my curse.
Yeah, he missed twice. Which, yeah, that's not what good as the map is about to end. just going with the final little screen section here. And that's it.
And that's it. So Mysterion still above the 99.8% accuracy with a pretty outstanding 993K and Fumi with the 991K.
Yeah, that's a pretty good performance from both Fumi and Mysterion. Jimmy is certainly not slacking as well. But as I was saying, I think their best chances right now is just the Rise. Because they do got a fair bit of good Rise players on Netherlands. It's just that their accuracy is not on par with these very, very fast maps. They might find a potential breakpoint on something like C204 if Thailand were to pick it. Otherwise, Thailand is a pretty big favorite there. Yeah, I was expecting this pick from Thailand since this match began, pretty much. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't open up with that pick because their long note accuracy on total is really insane. We saw what they did on the group stages where they did like a triple 993,000 score on Internet Nice Lady, which meant that they beat Yui.
Internet Nice Lady, thanks. Thanks for that one, Danny. Dolphin Talk was featured in the mashup that Thailand put as a warm-up, so maybe they were teasing that pick in the middle of the match. So,
yeah, they might have. The Dolphin Talk element was pretty pronounced in that song. So it was just like their, I don't know, anticipation.
Indeed. Yeah, it looks like Thailand is really a melon powerhouse. It really looks like it. And yeah, as you said, the Internet Nice Lady scores were outright terrifying and does not encourage anyone to pick Ellen against Thailand. So
yeah, they all can do really good team scores. Alright, got Samuel in.
Oh, Samuel.
I don't think we have seen him this match. Wonder what he can do. I'm a bit uncertain about what he can do with his skill level.
Yeah, let's see.
We're just waiting for the match to start now. We got Dolphin Talk. I should also mention a bit about just how the map is itself. It's really release heavy. That's basically it. It's releases all the time. It's not necessarily like hard to FC, unlike something like what's it? Move your body. Well, move that body. What was it? Move your body or move that body? I don't quite remember.
Move that body, I think, was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, move that body, I think. Yeah. So this is all going to be release accuracy, pretty much. It's a pretty unique skill for Mania players. A lot of the other rhythm games of the vertical scrolling kind, they don't have as pronounced of just long note accuracy, or even long note elements sometimes, like FFR has absolutely no long notes at all. Which means that sometimes you have to get a bit creative when charting for FFR.
Yeah, and especially if you come from Stepmania, Eterna, basically any other rhythm game, the release accuracy in this Mania might be a little bit daunting, which might be part of why this map is only OD6.
It
right
seems
now it's
like
looking really
actual
close.
Netherlands doing pretty good, gotta say. But the scores are flickering. This looks like it can still be anyone's, and that little inverse build up was it's pretty hard itself.
Yeah, it seems that Jimmy's accuracy is kind of a liability for Thailand, making it extremely close. Because we were holding it up really, really well. Accuracy as well. And actually, the entrance of Samuel is a pretty good one because they seem to hold themselves all right on this one.
Fumi missing. This is actually very, very good for Netherlands.
Oh yeah, this is looking like a really good opportunity for Netherlands.
Yeah, it's an opportunity and a half.
But we are still at half of the song. There's still half of the song left. This is 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
This can still be anyone. Scores are really close. So it's quite nerve-wracking to watch. Because enemies can really spell out the outcome here.
Yeah, absolutely, for any team that is. Because Thailand can still catch up Netherlands if they really
I'm a
are.
bit confused why this shows the Fumi over Mysterion to play this. Like, why is not Mysterion playing this?
That might come down to individual PD, but oh wait, it looks like it's kind of flickering now.
It is a bit flickering.
Yeah, Jim is still below. Jimmy's accuracy is still below Samuel, though. They're kind of tied in accuracy, but not really. And it just comes down to.
I think the no, Fumi, what are you doing? No, not like this. That was like 2 misses back to back. You don't want to see that. Unfortunately, it's like how to play LN can't quite carry that, but it was close. His wow, that accuracy from how to play LN, that's almost 300 marvelous, 3000 marvelous counts.
Yeah,
wow,
absolutely phenomenal run by how to play LN, but that isn't enough for Thailand to catch up to the Netherlands. With Fumi's 4 misses, and yeah, the ratio is looking more fragile on Netherlands' end. But with 3 full combos, they're gonna take it home for their second point, and actually a break point. Surprisingly enough.
Yeah, that was very surprising. I don't know. I did not like that Mysterion did not play this because I know the guy. He can set some crazy scores on this map.
Yeah, as you said, I'm quite a bit surprised as well by Mysterion's absence in Dolphin Talk. But yeah, it might come down to personal.
Maybe he just doesn't feel like playing at the moment. I don't quite know. This will be a question that's going to haunt me for the rest of my life, I assure you. We are going down towards Neverland's pick. I think they'll... Oh
my god, it's that song!
Yeah, it's the meme of the song.
I don't know. I have a feeling that Netherlands is just taking for a meme now.
Going for the memes. This map is like, I don't know quite how to describe it. It's another Reveal long note map in MWC, the second one, first being my first phone. This one has some pretty strange focus. Yeah, a bit strange to play at times because it switches focus so much.
Yeah, some classic ravioli mapping. But
Alright.
unfortunately, ravioli is not exactly an MWC food. But yeah, I wonder how it translates in terms of MWC food. But I guess it's another noodles, kind of short noodles.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I didn't quite hear.
I'm not sure either, but let's be into it.
Yeah.
Let's unleash the bees.
Gotta move on. Time for this B pick, long nose pick.
So, which game is gonna... Oh my god.
I can't set the rhythm at all, it's so strange.
I mean, it's synthesized, so it's bound to be kind of impossible to cover, almost.
Yeah. I tried, okay.
I commend you for trying. Samuel kind of starting a little bit shaky right now.
Too fast for you, Zachary is actually pretty outstanding, gotta say.
I was keeping up with the monster from Thailand.
It looks like Neolo's top it. Neolo
Oh no!
A bit of accuracy drops there. He's releasing a bit late that time, defending himself a bit of 200s, but otherwise his ratio is really good right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Too Fast For You is not on the full combo anymore.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So, yeah, they're going to be hoping for a miss from Thailand's side. And
yeah, this is looking really dense.
God.
Yeah, those bees were too fast for you.
Certainly. It's too much for him.
Wow, this is really dense, but the rest of the players have almost no issue with him.
Yeah. I don't know quite what he missed on, to be honest. He missed on the very last quad hold.
Look at the ratio, though. Too Fast For You actually nailing the ratio, but not exactly the full combo. Oh, Samuel actually missed? Where? In the ending!
Yeah, but probably at the ending. Yeah.
Or at the beginning, I didn't catch it, but
his ratio is also looking a bit shaky. We have another break point, and Thailand is looking out, close this one out. So it's going to be their pick. What would you pick in Thailand's shoes? I'd probably go with something that, for example, bubble control, I'd say, is a good pick right now.
Yeah, I think hybrid is a good decision at this point of the match. The rest of the picks seem to be quite technical, and I think Netherlands might have an edge on that. Well, might have a slight upsetting edge on that, because Thailand still has the proficiency advantage as we saw throughout this match.
Yeah, all the SVs are out. There's not even a single SV on any of the hybrids. And yeah, as I said, was predicting they were going with bubble control. It's going to be a Limpai map. So Limpai is pretty good, honestly, on both mapping for 4K and 7K. I think that he's probably one of the most well-balanced mappers when it comes to mapping well both for 4K and 7K, because both of these chemos are pretty different worlds in terms of mapping, where 7K you have a lot of visual emphasis and you have just a lot of more dynamical choices that you can make, and a lot of more details that you can put in, since you can have multiple sounds being present at the same time. So yeah, Lampai is probably one of the better mappers for both modes, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe it might translate to length by kind of having a bias for a lot of mini jacks. Mini jacks and the lens combined. So this one is probably an example of that, as
This map
we
is
see that the client heavily bugging, as usual.
yeah, they did actually miss that much. They just completely unplugged their monitors. So yeah, as you were saying, mini jacks. This map is mini jack haven. We got a lot of 1-6 gaps between some jacks, like some hidden jacks that are hidden in between bursts, and we also got 1-8 mini jacks, which at the speed, not speed, is pretty fast.
Yeah, I also saw some grace notes here and there, which are also kind of wild cards, especially for accuracy.
I don't know what it is about that song, but it's quite, I don't know, and strangely enjoyable to me, and like, you know, can't quite put my finger on it. But
it's chill. I think it's pretty chill, but Too Fast For You actually missing. Too Fast For You having the tendency of being really good at accuracy, but not really having the consistency to keep their combo. And we have seen that multiple times throughout the match. They missed it again.
Tyronic and Too Fast For You are both not doing well on the consistency this time around. As you were saying, this is a lot about consistency. You really don't want to find a net because your opponents can easily capitalize out of it. It reminds me a bit about, you know, how Otis Standard plays, and that any miss, it's death to your score.
Yeah, because the Otis Standard scoring system is heavily biased on combo. But you gotta remember that, okay, Backwoods also missed, so we have a full missed roster in Netherlands. But that's what I was saying. Mania V2 scoring is kind of a little bit based on combo, but still 80% based on accuracy.
Yeah, you won't see like the score be like absolutely terrible or anything just because they found a few misses here and there. And it's not really all that important where they missed as well. It's just that when you're versing a team like Thailand, yeah, that's an outstanding performance. What is that team score?
Wow, Thailand closing it with style, absolute style. Almost full 990k. It is almost 990k for World Blazing, who dropped a little bit too many 200s to complete the 990k. But yeah, 3 full combos versus 3 non-full combos. That's just a lot of the jungle. And we're gonna have to say goodbye to the Netherlands. They're not gonna go on this MWC, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna see Thailand versus the winner of 13 versus the loser of Malaysia versus the United States.
Yeah, true that. Wait, isn't it? Wait, am I misreading something? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that will be pretty cool to watch, I think. Otherwise, we have to say goodbye towards Netherlands. Unfortunately, they were not able to make it all the way, but they made it the furthest they have ever made in any MWC, and you gotta applaud that. They put in a lot of good scores overall, so the don't feel too bad if you're supporting Netherlands. You should see this as very good progress for how their team is shaping up.
Yeah, honestly, the people from Netherlands should be proud of their team's performance because they have shown absolute proficiency throughout all the tournament, and we could see that by just the points that they managed to earn against Thailand. Absolutely deserved.
Indeed. But yeah, I think that is it. Now we're going for another very, very exciting match. Great Britain versus Brazil. Definitely don't miss out on that. It's going to be starting in a few.
1 hour and 15 minutes, I believe.
Is that?
Yeah, it has been rescheduled to 15 UTC flat, I think. So we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it at 15 UTC, 1 hour and 15 minutes from now on. And you can look forward to Great Britain's performance because the UK has been overperforming this MWC, eliminating France. I was actually quite surprised at their performance last week, and wow, just they have a lot of promise. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. Definitely stay tuned, guys. And with that, we're going to be signing off unless there's anything else you want to mention, Paturaj.
Yeah, no, we can have a small break. You can do whatever you want. Just stay tuned for more quarterfinals.